Hi all, and welcome back, and we're welcome to November. It's raining literally as we speak. It's windy. It's not so cold actually. It's about 15 degrees, which is really warm. My expected frost date is like the 31st of October, so when I look at my weather app, it's still warm for the next 2 weeks, so it's making the garden really odd this year. I have had some surprises when I've come in today. I've not been here for a couple of weeks because the kids have been off for October half term, and it is Inset Day, so they are here with me. You might see them or hear them at some point. Just want to show you my flowers. I just loving it. I've got the calendula flowers. I've still got a couple of the cornflower blue, I think. I've got my chamomiles. So this year I didn't pick any chamomiles. They've come a bit later, and all of these flowers, although they're herbal and I can make teas out of them, I don't want to pick them because I want to save them for the bees. It's getting cooler, there's not as much around for them, so starting to come down. So I just want to leave it for the bees. Fun fact for you guys, bees, in terms of bees, 1 in 3 bites of food that we put in our mouths depend on the bees. So the production of the vegetables or the fruits or whatever we eat, even meat, a specific meat that graze on specific like alfalfa or anything like that, depend on bees. So bees are super important, and really encourage anyone just to plant as many plants and vegetables as possible that would support the bees. You can come and say hello. Hello. Lower down. Off you pop. Well, since we're on this side, I'm just going to show you in my greenhouse because yeah, I don't have that many peppers growing now, or aubergines, but the chili peppers are having the time of their life. Peppers right here. Next we've still got some banana peppers on here as well, actually. Still trying to ripen. We've got tons of habanero peppers just over here. Peppers, I've got this one that's really big, lovely, sweet one that we'll be picking very, very soon. And I've got lots more in the polytunnel that I'll show you as well. At this time of year, so many things are dying off. Strawberries are dying off. My rhubarb is a goner now, becoming a mess, and I will need to sort all of that out soon. Rhubarb, if you are growing it for the first time, loves manure, and this year I actually just put chicken manure on it rather than anything else, and it absolutely loved it. So this is what I shall be doing next year as well. I've got some vegetables to show you now. Very last butternut squash, and I think I'll keep this one for Christmas for my parents-in-law, and I think it just needs a little bit longer to ripen, so I'll just leave that there for now. And the plants have grown all the way from there all the way down here. Courgettes are still going, which is really odd. Not something that usually happens at this time of year in November, but I reckon we should harvest some of them. I'll leave some to just carry on growing. You can see how many I've got. I've got loads of little baby ones, and loads of little baby ones still growing on there. Look. Two beds that I've still got left. The kids are just checking for beans while I film this. This is all self-seeded. This is all calendula flowers. I will have to pull them out because they are growing in the beds. But I'm hoping, look, there's some mushrooms as well, but these are all calendula flower seeds. So I'm really, really excited about that. A lot of these purple beans are now dying off, which is fine. We've got beetroot still going. I've still got some carrots left. And I've forgotten, these are my lost parsnips. We've got a couple there. We've got a couple over there. So we'll just have to have a look and see what we can harvest. We've got some beans that the kids are picking off of there. Apparently it's quite a lot, so we will see about that. But again, we've got flowers growing everywhere still. And we've even got an aubergine. Look at this little baby aubergine. Yeah, I think they might be the short, stubbly ones, maybe. I don't know. Actually, a decent size carrot. Surprising. And these are my lost parsnips. Now, I wonder how easy they'll be to pull up.
Oh, just found one. Oh, yeah.
Enormous parsnip. The tomatoes are looking like a complete goner. I mean, oh, the sun is coming out. It looks great. You can see the child is getting wet just there, but we'll deal with that. But I'm really happy with how the cosmos flowers are doing. Again, all for the bees, all for the bees. I will need to salvage some of the tomatoes if I can, just to ripen them at home from here. But before I pick the remainder of the things from the garden, I've still got tomatoes. Look at them. Absolutely full of tomatoes still. I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy. These are some of the chilies. Did you? That's good. We've still got some of these black cherry tomatoes, and I've actually still got some cucumbers growing as well, surprisingly. I do still have some overgrown ones, but I've also got some baby ones still, so I'm really happy with that. Even though it doesn't look great, it does need clearing. I'm the first to admit that one, but yeah, I mean, I've done pretty well. I've still got lots and lots of peppers in here that are ready to be harvested. I've got some orange ones over there. I've got some more chilies as well. I mean, it's completely overgrown at this point, but a lot of my brassicas have been damaged by the pigeons. I mean, they've just been going to town on everything. My cabbages, my purple sprouting broccoli as well has been just really pecked at. I can harvest some things still, and they're delicious. But I'll just have to be a lot more proactive next year in regards to protecting my crops. But this is something that I'm really excited to show you. One of my cauliflowers needs harvesting, and it's brilliant. This is one of my cauliflowers that needs harvesting, and I can't wait to show you the size of it. I do have a lot of white flies on them as well at the minute, which I need to do something about, but I've not really had the time. Isn't it beautiful? It's full of slugs in here. I mean, I can't believe the slugs have not eaten. Look. I haven't taken any action against slugs this autumn, but I've still managed to get a good crop, which I'm really happy about. And I'll just really try and tackle them better next year, I think. Just for a closer look. It's beautiful and I really can't wait to eat it. I mean, not all of my cauliflowers have been this great. I'll just show you some that I've missed and have gone overgrown. This cauliflower has gone completely to seed. It's fine, I'll just leave it there for some bugs. This is one of my colettes. It's been donated to me by a friend, the plant, and I've never grown them before. I have no idea when to pick them, what to pick, so we will just have to see. More of the cauliflowers that I have growing. Again, pigeon damage is just immense this year, honestly. Pigeons have been pain in my backside, and this is one of the reasons why I keep folding the leaves, so you probably can't see too well. It's a little bit yellowy, and that usually happens from too much light. So what I do, I just bend the leaves over. Can you see all the white fly? And to keep it just safe from the light itself, and it should produce a nice white head. Don't know if it's a bit too late for that one. The cabbages are doing amazing, and actually I might need to pick one today because I've promised the kids some soup. Oliver, Emily, what's your favorite soup?
The barley soup.
Barley soup? My kids are strange. They absolutely love, their favorite thing to eat is barley soup with vegetables. But I mean, I can't complain. They could be asking me for chocolate, which are not. So nice and healthy food, right? Like my normal cutters really don't do the job. Let's see. These are the slugs I was talking about. Oh, this is an enormous one. Look. I feel like not enough gardeners are talking about slugs. They are just such an enormous pest issue in my garden. And I know they're no longer declared as pests here in the UK, but well, they are for me, so there you are. They are some of the things that eat the most out of my crops, but actually this is still a really good head of cabbage, even though it has been nibbled a little bit. So I do organic gardening, so yeah, some slug damage is not going to hurt. I do plant extra plants just because I know that some of them will get damaged at some point. And while we're here, I think we should just get a baby leek as well. I didn't plant these deep enough this year. There we are. Baby leek in the soup as well. I can't believe how the weather's changed since I started filming. A couple of things that I'm planning to do. So this section here where the tomatoes didn't thrive that much, this is the only section that I had not mulched with the wood chip that you see here. So I'm going to go ahead and cover all this and mulch it. Now the rest of the wood chips need topping up as well, so I'll just really need to go through the whole plot and just top the whole plot up, because it's where you can see the weeds popping through. That's because it's not got enough wood chip down, so I'll just need to make sure that I do all that. I've got so many plants. I need to move the bed that didn't produce anything, over to the other side, and I'm thinking about possibly putting a grapevine in there, and together with the grapevine I can then interplant some cucumbers as well to give me more production from the area, and also use that vertical fence space as well, because I feel like a lot of time people just depend on the space within the allotment, but if you grow vertically you can fit so much more food in, and this is going to be my key thing for next year. I will try and use as much of vertical growing as I can. I'm also going to be experimenting with growing the courgettes vertical as well, so that's going to be really exciting. Just amazing to look at it and say, you know, I've done all this, I've grown all this from seed, so it's just really exciting, isn't it? And I have plans for some more trees, so watch this space and I'll see you soon. Bye.